Good morning. Good morning. What's up, guys? Welcome to Tuesday, December 26th. Today, I want to talk about how to 10x your productivity. I taught a social media mastery class a couple weeks ago, and I introduced ChatGPT to them, and they were blown away. I don't think they ever used ChatGPT that way or hadn't used it before, but when I got access back in January of 2023, earlier this year, I started using ChatGPT like for 2 hours a day to learn it, and then it went up to 3 hours a day, and then it kind of consumed the year because of its implications and its applications for business specifically. But I kind of just wanted to touch on that part of the class that I taught because it was an eye-opening thing for the students to be able to see firsthand how ChatGPT is used, and I think this is one of the most important discoveries of 2023, especially because the implications that's going to have going forward. So I taught a class a few weeks ago, and I showed them how to use ChatGPT. It was a crash course on how to use it, and like I said, they were blown away. And the reason why is because you got to realize that these chat GPTs, they're based off of a large language model. And what happens is they can pull information very quickly and you can train them. So what that means is that you have literally a team behind you, an educated, smart team that you can use at your disposal, and it costs $20 a month. And in most cases, if you're using the free version, it's free. I mean, it's amazing. But you got to realize that a lot of people are starting to wake up and realize that like Facebook and LinkedIn, Facebook alone got rid of 20,000 people in 2 years. They fired that many people, and LinkedIn did the same. And people are starting to come to the realization that you can build a massive $100 million a year business with a very minimal team. Like, think about that, like, because like McDonald's is starting to use machines, and they're going to be trained on AI, and all these things are going to start coming. Like, you see the checkout kiosks at Walmart and HEB now, that where one person is in charge of like 8 or 12 machines, and they just got to hire one person that can go walk back and forth and make sure the customers are attended to. Like, this is coming. Like, you can see this stuff. So using AI to your benefit is only going to be beneficial, because it's not AI that's going to take your jobs. It's going to be the people that know how to use AI that are going to take those jobs. So with that being said, what is ChatGPT? It's an advanced language model, and what it does is it's trained on a lot of text. It's trained on a lot of books. It's trained on a lot of of certain things that will give this AI knowledge, and it can pull from it instantly. And it's trained off of millions and millions and millions of pages, and who knows, it's billions probably by now. Plus, it's connected to the internet, so that means it has worldly knowledge, and it has so much knowledge in there that it can pull from certain things, and most of the time, it's right. Like, I've tried to go back and using it over the past year for so many hours, over 500 hours. It's given me wrong information a few times, but I mean, that's where you, as the intermediary, have to jump in there and say, is this factual? You can go back onto Google and search it. But for the most part, I'd say about 99% of the time, 99.5% of the time, it's factual. It works. Like, it's spot on. So with real world knowledge that I used this over the past year for 2 to 3 hours a day, over 500 hours this year, it's accurate. Like, this stuff works. So how it works is it's trained off a vast library of text. Like I said, it can mimic human behavior, conversations, and since it's based off of natural language, it can have a conversation with you like we would have conversations here. What's up, Pen of Math? Trevor Noah's interview with Sam Altman. Yeah, dude, I didn't see the whole thing, but dude, I see where this is going, man. Like, those people are pioneers in this industry. Like, they created something that is going to be mind blowing here. But its capabilities, ChatGPT's capabilities, it can perform a variety of tasks. Like, it can answer your questions, it can translate languages, it can even code. So you see, like, all these people that went to coding classes and all this stuff, like, now ChatGPT and AI can do this stuff. So you see how it's going to start replacing certain things in industries. but its capabilities are past, like they're very vast, because it could literally mimic a whole marketing team. Like my marketing team, like there's certain, I don't think people really understand how marketing and advertising works. There's certain people in different parts of a marketing agency that make it work together. But now with like an AI, you can mimic all of those people like instantly. That's the power of this stuff. And it's also like having a humanities expert, a humanities professor in your pocket. Like you can call upon anything. You want certain knowledge about something, you call upon it really quick. It's like it's also your sales agent. Like you can create sales copy off this that is highly convert. Like this stuff converts, and I've proven it with the advertisements that I use on social media for all of my clients. Like all of them have seen a boost in business, and it's because the AI knows how to speak the language based off of these like platforms. Like they know sales terminology, know how to they know the parts of the human behavior psychology that most people don't even know when it comes to advertising. Like it's crazy like where this can be used and how it can be used. And the applications for this are vast. Like you can use it for customer service, for education, for content creation, for programming assistance. Like there's just so much opportunity that you can use this for, like designing web copy or designing copy that you need for an email. Like I don't think people really understand this. I created a GPT specifically for lawyers, their front office, to be able to write emails for their industry. Like it sounds like them. It sounds, you know, you have all these repetitive tasks that keep coming up and up and up, and you have to do them over, and you have to pay somebody at the front desk to do this stuff over and over and over again. Well, now these chat GPTs or these GPTs are trained specifically for your business to be able to give that information out correctly. And going on to that of creating the GPTs, like the GPTs are generative pre-trained transformers. So this is like having a supercomputer based off of your business, based off of your specific business. And I think one of the things that I discovered a few weeks ago was my buddy Rob has a poker club out in Harlingen, and we took all his financials and everything that he had, and we plugged them into a GPT, and now this GPT is trained on specifically his business. And it started to we started to ask it for business advice. How do we use this for advertising? How do you use this for marketing? How do we specifically go after people in Harlingen? Like these are the things that you can ask it, because on the other end of it, you have to hire an expert. So you have to really understand that paying for an expert or paying $20 or going into ChatGPT and doing the work for yourself, you can 10x your productivity and save money at the same time. Like these are the things that you're going to be able to do with these GPTs, and they're available for everybody right now. Like you can go onto ChatGPT right now, create an account, and then start messing with it. So the cool thing about the GPTs is they're generative. So you can have it talk to you back and forth like it would be an expert in your business. Like one of the tools I like to use is every time I bring on a new client, I train a GPT based off of their business, and I scrape all their data from their website and I put it I train it with the GPT, and then I go onto Google and I take all of their reviews and I upload them into there and then find out what the top 5 things people are saying about them. Like these are insights that you can pull from instantly. Like these are the things that you're able to do with GPTs. And you can pre-train them. Like I said, I'm pre-training them with customer reviews. I'm pre-training them with all the content from their website. Plus it's cool, like having that specific thing that's based off of your business is very powerful, because nobody has this stuff, and if you use it, you'll have a massive advantage. I think one of the most profound things that I found was using ChatGPT for so long is I got to learn how to interact with it. I got to learn how it talks, how it speaks, based off of how I interact with it, right? But good morning, guys. What's up? Got David on there. Andrew, what's going on, man? Good to see you guys. One of the most profound things that I found with it, using it so much, was that it's a research assistant. Like that, if you are interested in certain things, like I'm very interested in what entrepreneurs have to say. That's why I have a podcast. It's a very selfish thing that I have with the podcast, because I try to extract as much as I can from them, because I know that if they're coming on a podcast, they're in a position to be able to give value and give knowledge, and they want to share that knowledge. and I get to facilitate that. But for a lot of times, that I get to take that information in and use it for myself and find what works, and what works I keep, what doesn't work I throw out, and I just repeat and repeat and repeat. And that's why I really have the podcast, is because I'm selfish, right? But at the same time, you all can pull from this knowledge. But one of the most profound things that I found is that using ChatGPT is that you can have these intellectual conversations with a GPT, because you don't always feel comfortable having certain conversations with people, especially like if you're talking about like religion or business or financials or something like that. Like, it's very hard to have intellectual conversations because you don't want to sound like an idiot. Like, I'm sure I've talked to many people and I sound like a moron, but at the end of the day is that you can have these real conversations, or I guess real, whatever, generative conversations with this AI, and it'll teach you kind of like how people think, how people have thought over time, what the general consensus is of people, and how to interact in certain situations, and to be able to not feel dumb. Like, I think education and learning is something that we all have to do for the rest of our life, because for one, it keeps our mind sharp, and the last thing you want to do is your mind to go away. I mean, the way you think, there's Alzheimer's here in the Rio Grande Valley, is like you have to stay learning. You always have to be applying things. That way you can always stay ahead of the game. You keep your mind sharp, and as you get older, sometimes that starts to go away. So I found that using like this AI, it helps me learn, helps me figure out how I learn, for one, and then figure out how I interact. So, as a research assistant, I find myself getting into certain things, and I want to learn a lot about it, but the learning curve on a lot of stuff takes forever, and sometimes it takes a lot of money and a lot of pain. But with like AI like this, you can jump in it and start learning about it very fast, and then you'll figure out if it's something that you want to do or not do, and then you just use the stuff that you like and then throw out the stuff that you don't. So how do you use ChatGPT? Well, you have to have an account, for one, right? And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I was supposed to have a class, or I wanted to have a class for the chamber, but there's just so much red tape. Like, this just proves to you that you have to become a member, and then you have to do certain things, and then maybe they'll pick you so you can jump on and teach a class or something like that. That just shows you how long things take. Like, the internet is fast. Like, life is fast. Like, you can't wait. Like, who are you gonna wait for? Like, you can jump on here now on social media and that can reach a bunch of people, versus me having to go through all the red tape and then figuring out that maybe I can and maybe I can't, and then you're at the mercy of other people trying to get your business ideas out and trying to get ideas out that can help businesses in the long run. So I think the speed of information that goes out is the important part. So how do you use ChatGPT? Well, first you have to have an account, right? Go to ChatGPT and create an account. And then what you'll see is like a kind of like a Google input where you can type a question. Now, this is the important part, because it depends on how you interact with the system. Like, so you need to be able to prompt it correctly. So I would suggest you just start messing with it, start asking it questions, and jump in there. This is not Google. Like, Google, you search for something, it gives you a bunch of different options, and here it'll tell you exactly what it is. Like, that's the speed, that's the difference at what it is. And you'll see that most times nowadays, most people just want the information. They want it fast, and that's where we've come as a society. We want things fast and we want it now, and AI does that. So sending the messages about the prompts, how you interact with it, talk with it about your business. Tell it what your business is, what you do. That way you can have you can kind of educate it at that point. And then you can start asking the questions. Like, just go down a rabbit hole, because eventually you're going to start figuring out little things like, oh, it does this, it does this, it does this. Oh, it has an answer for this. So you'll see that using it as a research assistant alone will help you grow tremendously. It'll help 10x your productivity, and it'll help your business out as well. So after you submit it, ChatGPT is going to give you an answer, and you just read the response. If you like it and you're content with it, then keep asking the questions, keep digging in. And I think it's the most important part is where people see it and say, oh, all right, give me the answer. Well, go deeper and deeper. and deeper. Like these are the things that this thing can go. You can just keep on going, and then an idea is gonna pop into your head, and then you'll ask it something else, and you're gonna have a conversation with something that is knowledgeable, has worldly knowledge. So you can use it for various tasks. Like just figure out like how you want to use it in your business. And if you don't know how to use it in your business, ask it like, how can I use you as a tool, as an AI tool to help me with my business? And it'll start giving you answers. Like this is the coolest thing in the world because you can ask it for anything that's text based. Like just use it, start responding with it, start messing with it. And I guarantee you that the next year you start messing with it, you're going to see some growth in your business. And because it'll teach you exactly the business terms, the business philosophies, it'll teach you how to run a business correctly. What's up? Yeah, I live in the valley, man. Yeah, this definitely talk. Yeah, but you can request information and then you can prompt it for a more concise version. Yeah, you can just keep on going down the rabbit hole. Like I feel like I said, like it's the people that learn, that know how to use AI are the ones that are going to be taking the jobs. And at the end of the day, you need to develop skills, especially if you're going into 2024, doing the same thing over and over again and not getting the results that you want. Like the answer is skills. You have to build your skills, because if you don't build your skills, then you don't rise above anybody else, because you kind of know the same things that they know. So just learning new skills, any skill. If it's something building with your hands, like those are skills that everybody can use, that everybody can sell. Like you are selling yourself to this industry of business, because you at the end of the day are the one that shakes hands with people. You are the one that has conversations with people. So your skills get to come along with you, because they stay up here, they stay in your hands, they stay in your knowledge. Like those are the one thing that nobody can take away from you. They're your skills. So stack them up this 2024. Like I said, if you're doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome, it's not going to happen. And your answer to that is building your skill set. And you have 6 days left in December. You can learn a skill in the next 6 days with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a skill. So, like I said, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful December 26th. It's almost 2024. It's coming fast. Build your skill sets, build up your business, learn how to use ChatGPT, and I guarantee you that you're going to be able to see some increases in your productivity in your business. And I wish you all well. See y'all later.